in March of 1968, the East LA High School walkouts creates the pressure to open the doors of opportunity in U.S. higher education, and in particular in California, for Chicanos, for Mexican Americans to be able to enter U.S. higher education. At that point, in the fall of 1968, hundreds of Chicano students begin to attend colleges and universities in California and many other states in the U.S. Southwest. That grows into a national movement that comes out of Denver, Colorado, a Crusade for Justice organization led by Corky Gonzalez that convenes a national movement in March of 1969 that exceeds over 1,500 participants from all states that had representation of Chicanos and Mexican Americans, and primarily what is known as the Chicano Youth Liberation Conference that conceives the concept of Aztlán, that conceives el Plan de Aztlán. And of course, what comes out of that is the inspiration for students to lead the planning, the development of Chicano studies programs, known as Mexican American studies programs at that time. El Plan de Santa Bárbara is a historical document that is the byproduct of a summit that took place in April of 1969 as a sort of culmination of an already 2-year growing educational reform movement that comes out of East LA, that comes about from the historic 1968 East LA High School walkouts. The concept of Chicanismo, the concept of el plan espiritual de Aztlán that comes out of Corky's conference is fundamental to provide us that cornerstone to a Chicano identity. But also in that process, we become inspired as young student leaders when we convene in Santa Barbara to evolve from student organizations that range from Mexican American, Youth Organization, United Mexican American Students, and so forth, into a student movement, Movimiento Estudiantil Chicano de Aztlán, otherwise known as M.E.Ch.A, is born at the Plan de Santa Bárbara conference in April of 1969. Thinkers, in particular, René Núñez, I would say, along with Armando Rendon and a handful of others, were the ones that were philosophically, intellectually thinking ahead about producing a document that would be helpful for all of us beyond the conference in Santa Barbara to return to our campuses to create our own departments of Mexican American Studies. And that's what we did here at Cal State Long Beach. That's what in many, many campuses was created 6 months later, which is just astonishing. And that, of course, today we have much to celebrate because as an example, in the entire Cal State University system, we have over 150,000. 1/3 to almost 40% of the students today in the entire Cal State system are Chicano Latino.